It comes every year, and today we are exactly on that point. It's 31st of December 2020. We are almost 3 years away, 3 hours away from New Year. 2020 it was a very different year from what you can expect from a normal one. It had too many ups and downs to describe in a single lecture. January was the time when in my office I had failed to secure the Mexican visa, and I had to bear so much of kind of aspersions from my senior management in office. It wasn't a good time. I mean, it's tough to handle the wrath, literally the wrath of top management at you, and it looks like you are the culprit responsible for all the, say, not being able to achieve the target. Anyways, it didn't work out. My boss was assigned the role uh, in my place, and then came what the world didn't expect. Yes, that worldly pandemic which captured the entire world and brought the economies and even the powerful nations to a screeching halt. It had different experiences, like, of course, it brought us the nostalgia of our summer vacations which we used to have during our childhood. We are not that lucky to get so much of vacations while we start working. It's maximum Saturdays, Sundays, and at max a Friday. I mean, 3 days in a row, not more than that. Many people have started photographing in that. Even I almost used the time to photograph maximum birds that used to come on our roof. Then, uh, do not forget to mention the cuisine skills, which especially the gents learned from YouTube, be it cakes, cookies, breads, garlic breads, or be it any exotic dishes which earlier you cannot even imagine to make at home. But as I said, necessity is the mother of invention. And we did learn, and we came out in flying colors. We didn't even expect before that it could be done. It brought families closer and defined roles for what could the other person can learn and help each other in a way he should have been even before. I think every experience, every event in itself has many opportunities to make you learn many things, and that is how we did. I was doing a course on magic in medieval ages from, uh, I think it was from some Spanish university, and it was more about the historical context of how it was being perceived or was evolving. I won't say evolving, it had flourished during the Middle Ages. There was sort of black magic associated with the tradition, folklores, and there were executions. It was quite a dark time during history. Also, a major development took place during this time. In May, I happened to stumble upon a site which was offering the tutorials from the masters of magic, which earlier I had just heard but didn't took it seriously to actually look for it. And as you are in the pursuit of searching for things, you find a way, and that's what I did. I came across many magicians which I used to revere, but didn't had any resources from them to learn. Earlier I was learning the magic from books which I had first bought. So of course there are things which you can perform. It needs stuffs, but not necessarily just following the instruction in books. You get to see or you get to perform what works and what not. the better and more easy way to learn these things and get honed with those principles is to see the masters, how they're performing, how they're doing it, how the misdirection is being working. So I decided that moment of time that okay, these are the genres I want to cover, and these are the themes and videos I should download. I bought many videos, I collected, and now I have a very good collection, be it coins, cards, billiards ball, because I have a special attraction towards this classical type of magic, and I think it will go a long way because after that I have learned many routines which find success among crowd, which earlier was not possible, or even if it was, it didn't made such an impact. Apparently, the art requires so many development at different fronts. Like the Strong Magic from Darwin Otis, it's a very good book. You should read that book. It has everything except the tricks, everything that is required to make your magic successful. The principles that works, which don't, the things you should be careful about, the stuffs, the psychology, the audience, the attention retention. There's so many things which you never might have thought before, but it makes you think and follow this principle, and it definitely make you go much far than you can imagine. It's great, yeah? We people work on tricks and never get to work on presentation skills, because it's not about tricks, as I said, it's about the people. People still want to have that element of person to person into any presentation of magic. Next to that, uh, we had joined office and everything was working as usual. Our office didn't so much restrictions after those 35 days of hiatus, and it was in a way working as usual until I was called for elections in Bihar, after which I showed some signs, but not exactly. I got tested and it was negative. Then came the visit to Bengal, which was uh, very much kind of lightning, and in just 2 days we covered the entire official trip with all the things in the still site visit. And as I came back around 2-3 days later, I didn't was getting back to my energy, and the Diwali has just passed, and my a sense of smell got lost. And it was quite enough for me to understand that okay, something wrong, and in the direction everyone would feel has gone, and I got tested positive. It was an official trip and I got tested positive. So, following the protocol, I was advised to sit in home for 17 days. I didn't let it these 17 days go waste. I used to sit on our terrace, practice the tricks which I have been learning all the time, trying to be more natural and effective. Also picked up a book, Che Guevara, which has been lying in my library untouched for around 10 years. Yeah, 10 years. So this time, and the most important, the video, the reason I am doing this video is the course which I have done during this period from TJ Walker, the presentation, the storytelling during presentation. And I think this is one of the way in which I can improve a lot with time, because no matter what I learned, no matter what is the day, just record yourself, look for the scope of improvement, and you'll beat yourself. Just keep beating yourself every day, and things will turn in your favor. So today I am on this day of 31st of December 2020. There's a lot more happening on the border, and there are concerns being raised, there are counterpoints from other side, but I would advise you to think logically, think, I mean, from a neutral front, not necessarily being influenced by one party or another. Just as a person, as a human, you would first see and try to gauge how the situation is. I mean, if you cannot be, say, be there and do something physical or tangible, then at least don't say or act something or spread which may be detrimental to the real reason which you are not able to understand now and which may affect your or the coming generation's future. So think wisely. I mean, just keep your minds open. Don't let it fill any garbage into it. Stay open, stay calm, and keep improving. And not necessarily you need special aids to make resolutions and try working better. Any day is good. Just go out and do them. There are many things I think. So we are like 3.5 hours away from New Year. Wish you all a very happy New Year. All the best. Thank you.